So, welcome back. Another absolute banger on your way, and this one is all go is. This video is going to be about stoicism, realizing that your emotions are heightened and controlling them. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, the reason you're not going to see loads of edits is because I promised myself not to edit this fucking video so I can actually practice on speaking properly rather than just editing all of that shit out. So yeah, might stutter, might do some of that shit. But if you want to get through this video, put it on 1.5 times speed, go through it much quicker. So, Marcus Aurelius once said, "To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over, it stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it." I'm going to be covering what this quote exactly means further on the video, so stay until the end. Like I said earlier, if you want to get through this much quicker, just put it on 1.5 times speed. You'll sail through it. Now, I'm going to speak about younger Foxy for a bit. Younger Foxy was very lost. He was a lost young boy, and he was addicted to pleasure. He had no idea what to do in his life, what he shouldn't or should not do. And yeah, I was just looking for things to satisfy my urges and mind, and here are just some examples. On the left, there's a video of me wearing some female clothes, which is absolutely disgusting. On the right, in the middle, I apologize, in the middle there's me baked as fuck in one of the toilets in my school. And on the right is me smoking. So yeah, this was my life. It was shit. And I thought it was fun, but you'll come to realize why I changed. Now, why did I even do it to start off with? And to be completely honest, all of the photos in this video are going to be very revealing and they're very personal to me. I don't share these photos with everyone. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm getting very vulnerable right here. Now, why did I even do it? Because I was focused on having fun. Everyone around me, at least older people, they always told me to have fun when I was younger. And that's what I did. I had fun. And to be completely honest, looking back on it now, it got to a certain point where it wasn't even fun. I was just doing it because I was an addict, you know? And the reason I got into it was actually from outside influences, which were older people, friends, and social media. The people in the years above, they invited me out. I was like, yeah, sure. Do you want some? I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And then boom, like that, 2 years just gone. And then also social media, because the algorithm is very smart. It knows what you like. It knows what kind of topics you like, and it uses that against you, especially if you like negative things or bad or things that are bad for you, like weed. Because all I would see in my feed was just weed videos, whether they be funny memes or whatever. I would just see weed videos, so it just always be at the top of my mind. Again, I was not again, but another thing was that I was unaware of my lucky situation. Now, the more I grow up and the more I journal, actually, the more I realize how lucky and fortunate I am. There are people that would literally kill to be in my spot. There are children out there with no food, family members which are no longer with them, sibling members which are no longer with them, that don't even have all of their body parts. And if I would have just been told that, genuinely told that, or realized at a much younger age, I would never have gone through that phase. It disgusts me that I actually did it, but it is what it is. Can't regret it too much. Just know that it's done, it's over with, and yeah, on to the next page. Let me just. Oh yeah, also, I used to think that I wasn't an addict, and I used to always say to myself, I can quit whenever I want. I'm not an addict. If I wanted to quit, I would, but I just don't want to quit. And that was not the case. And soon you'll realize that, because I'm about to tell you a very scary story, which made me realize how shitty my situation was. how much of an addict I was, and that it was just fucking crazy times. Anyway, now, right now, I am trying to become mentally stronger, and I'm on a journey to become the best version of myself. As you can see here, it's a video of me in a restaurant toilet taking photos. Because what else do you do? It's actually speaking with a friend, and they seem to have the best lights in these restaurant toilets. And on the right here, with my old business partner, and yeah, we went business partner, and we went on Shark Tank, and it was a crazy experience. But to be completely honest, this was during my weed phase, but I was slowly coming out of it and slowly doing new things. But I was still smoking like every day. Um, yeah, now I'm not attached. I would say I'm attached to pleasure, but not in the instant gratification and the instant dopamine. Yes, it's addictive, and I'm still trying to battle it, but I'm more focused on that, on pride. I think doing the right thing, and it's such a good feeling. Just doing the right thing and getting the right results and winning. Like today, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Basically, something amazing happened with regards to my business side, and it was just fun. It's just fun, you know. I much prefer that feeling of winning on my business side than just going out smoking a doobie. Yeah, and I realize, yeah. Anyway, next one. Now, what made the change? Let me just increase this a bit more. Bingo, there we go. What made the change? Honestly, originally it was Hamza. You guys go to bed soon, 7 p.m. Originally, I was watching Hamza's videos on self improvement, weed, instant gratification, instant dopamine, and that's actually where I first learned the terms instant dopamine and instant gratification. And there, you should just always see him on my feed, and then I just started trying shit. I actually remember one of the things that he made. No, he didn't make me try, but the he made a video about it was just to sit for an hour alone with a pen and notepad. And it sounds like a very time wasting activity. But at that time, I wasn't running a business. My time wasn't really that valuable. So I was like, fuck it, let me try it. And yeah, at that point, I realized, like, oh, whoa, my mind is fucked. I can't even do nothing for an hour. Think about that. You can't do nothing for an hour. Which is crazy. Then, obviously, Tate, Top G, all that motivational shit and gets you fired up. And then I moved on to Marcus Aurelius, and he was the OG. He was the guy that truly changed my life. And it's actually from this book. I read this book, Meditations. And actually, I had it in my house. And I just started reading it. My mind was blown. Another thing was the story of fishing with McDonald's. I'm scared. I know it's a weird thing, but hear me out. When I was smoking weed every single day, I put out a challenge on myself not to smoke weed for 30 days. And looking back now, it's such a fucking stupid challenge because it's so easy. Anyway, I set that challenge, and at least I was doing something to stop it. And I went out fishing with my friends. And this was about the fourth day I quit. And the only thing I noticed from quitting, from the day I quit to the fourth day, was that I was just less hungry. I just wasn't eating as much and wasn't that hungry. It was like, easy, no worries. Do a tricky 7 day fast, it's all healthy and that. But then on day four, it got to about 4 p.m. and I hadn't eaten for the whole day, and I was fucking starving. Like, starving. It was as if I hadn't eaten for like a full year. I just needed food in me bad. And so we went to McDonald's. I ordered like a McChicken or whatever. And I remember biting into the McChicken, all those juicy flavors and shit. And I remember feeling it around my mouth. But the scary thing was, my body did not let me swallow the food. As crazy as that sounds, it's true. Because I had trained my body to only eat and to only accept food when I smoked. Keep in mind, this is like a few months of conditioning my body. So you can imagine after that just blatantly stopping, my body wasn't used to that. And I was like, fuck, if I can't eat for 30 days, this is going to be like hell. And that was one of the key pivotal moments when I realized, like, I need to stop smoking. I'm a fucking addict. Then I made my own 5 to 7 day dopamine detox, and everything felt better after. So yeah, literally only 5 days. Think about that, 5 days after months of smoking weed, and 5 days is all it took to really begin that, to get like 70-80% of the way there of fixing my brain. It's crazy. Basically, I did no entertainment whatsoever, like no YouTube, no Instagram, whatever, and all I could do was work. I had to add some school coursework, and that's what I did. Like the 5 to 7 days, and after, music was amazing, food was amazing, swimming was amazing, the sun was amazing, exercise was amazing, everything was amazing because I wasn't blasting my dopamine receptors with constant dopamine and frying them. I just gave them a break. So I just gotta read this one sec. Oh yeah, Marcus Aurelius. Meditation was the biggest reason that I started self improvement. Now, the quote, why am I telling you to be like a rock? And how does this quote link into this whole video of me stopping weed? You've read it already. You need to learn to not be affected by outside influences, whether it be people, situations, accidents. As an example, let's say you're stuck in traffic and you're about to be late for your job. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's a shitty situation. But don't beat yourself up and just fucking cry about it while you're in the car. That's not going to help you in any way. Just accept it, relax, chill out, and deal with it. That's just one example, but there are loads of, basically, with your whole life, whatever happens into your life, to be like, sure, easy peasy, no worries, what's the solution? Don't get overly emotional about it. Accept it and move on. Now, this is when it really starts to get difficult. But to be fair, I've already mentioned this, but this is, yeah, you need to not be influenced by your internal things or internal, yeah, by your internal influences. Now, this is mainly emotions, whether it be anger, fear, frustration, your thoughts, and pleasure. You need to sort of detach yourself. And to be honest, I don't meditate that much anymore because I'm just working most of the time, which is a lie. Actually, I'm gonna be fucking honest. I do have an extra 10 minutes a day to close my eyes and focus on the present, and I will work on that. But that is one thing that you can do, is because when you meditate, you learn to actually. One of my fucking Spanish teachers said this. I asked her what meditation was because she was really into this holistic spiritual shit, and she said, learning to observe your thoughts without. What the fuck did she say? Something like learning to observe your thoughts without getting involved with them. So what that means is, like, you become, let's say this is your mind and these are your thoughts. Right now you are one. You can't seem to separate yourself. Sorry, these are your thoughts and feelings. Right now you can't seem to separate yourself. But when you meditate, you slowly start to realize that you're two completely different things, and that the thoughts and feelings, right, that were usually attached to your brain, and they try to come into you and form, you don't allow it to. You can literally observe your feelings and you're like, wow, why am I feeling this? This is weird. What made me feel this angry, feel this fearful? And it's a fucking amazing situation to be in. But you need to meditate. You need to be mindful. That's literally what it means. Mindful, being aware of your emotions. Now, what to do when you feel these emotions? The first biggest thing, which is the most difficult one if you're just starting out, is you need to identify the emotions. At the beginning, you're going to be attached to them and you're not going to be able to separate yourself. So the first thing is be like, oh shit, I'm feeling quite scared. Oh shit, I'm feeling quite happy. Oh shit, I'm feeling quite horny. Oh shit, I'm thinking, whatever. That's your first step. Secondly, to calm down, relax, and look at the bigger picture. Whether it be good or bad emotions, whatever, but you need to just chill out and realize, whoa, that was a feeling. Let me just chill out and be, because you want to sort of be at like a consistent level throughout your life. You don't want, obviously, this is much more fun, but peace is this. This is peace, not this. It's yin and yang, bro. Because if you get super happy, you're gonna get fucking super sad. Whereas if you understand and feel the happiness, but you're like, it is what it is, and you stay there. You're just like consistent with your emotions. Now, I'm not saying don't feel happy, etc., etc. But what I am saying is don't get overly involved into your emotions because it will never do you good. It will never do you good if you're overly involved in your emotions. And last thing is just to conquer them. The more you do this, the more you separate yourself, the more you sort of analyze you and your feelings, yeah, the better you get, the better you will get. And what does that say? And you will learn to deal with shitty situations and your feelings. So yeah, like the video if you found this useful, comment whatever you want, subscribe if you want some more videos, and yeah, actually use this information though. Don't just go through this fucking however long, this 5-minute video and skip it. Actually use this info. How the fuck do I stop sharing?